Alright guys, today we're gonna take a look at famous dancehall artist Vybz Kartel habeas corpus today. So he's back in court. We're gonna take a look at what the news has to say about what took place.
Good afternoon, I'm Milton Walker. Welcome to TVJ's special coverage of a habeas corpus application on behalf of Vybz Kartel, whose given name is Adidja Palmer, Sean Storm Campbell and Andre St. John. This today was not a bail application. Let's get that clear. The Supreme Court Judge Justice Andrea Thomas has ruled that dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel and two of his three co-accused should remain behind bars pending the decision of the Court of Appeal on whether or not they will be retried for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. Justice Thomas delivered a written judgment a short while ago. Now, attorneys for the men had filed a habeas corpus application requesting their release following the recent Privy Council decision to quash their convictions. Today's activity in the court, as I said, was not a bail application. It was a habeas corpus application on behalf of Kartel, Sean Storm Campbell, and Andre St. John, which was heard before Justice Thomas yesterday. Now, also outside, special security measures were activated at the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston ahead of this afternoon's ruling on whether or not Vybz Kartel and two of his three co-accused would be released. They were armored personnel carriers. Members of the police SWAT team had created a cordon around the court. Now, to talk to us a little bit more about the situation outside the court is Kirk Wright. Kirk?
Yeah, listen, you're correct with what you said. Security have been beefed up outside the court. We saw a number of armored vehicles from the Jamaica Defense Force and the JCF. In fact, I should tell you, when it just started in court, we had much more journalists on location than we had supporters. But as time passed, more supporters gathered. And one thing, though, most of the people here were thinking that it was a bail application. They're expecting that to see Kartel released. So, lots of time that it wasn't a decision to decide if he will be granted bail. They're still here. His lawyer just came out of the courtroom, and there was a rush a while ago by the supporters here to get just to talk to his lawyer, who indicated that he had nothing to say. We actually tried talking to him, but he sped away. I'm at the court now, and the crowd is getting larger. People are anticipating, milling around. I'm sure hoping to see Kartel, based on what they've been saying, that they're hoping that Kartel will be released and that they're looking for him. There's still lots of media people out here trying to get interviews from supporters. But apart from that, the security forces are here, and they're keeping a watchful eye on the crowd. Most of them now are gathered to the exit of the courtroom, where it's expected that Kartel and his co-accused will be let out into the van to be taken back to their holding place.
All right, Kirk, thank you very much. We expect the security presence to be maintained for a little while, perhaps until the men have left the area in the Department of Corrections vehicle, or the police vehicle, which will be taking them back to the correctional facility where the men are being held in the Court of Appeal hearing, which will be next month. Now, as we told you earlier, today was a habeas corpus application on behalf of Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm Campbell, and Andre St. John. The Supreme Court Judge Justice Andrea Thomas has ruled that the dancehall entertainer and two of his three co-accused should remain behind bars pending the decision of the Court of Appeal on whether or not there will be a retrial for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. Justice Thomas delivered her judgment a short while ago. Now, the main issue which was to be determined today was whether or not they were being unlawfully detained, hence the habeas corpus application. The judges says the charges still remain and that the Commissioner of Corrections is not holding them in breach of their constitutional rights. In refusing to release the applicants today, the Commission of Corrections was also not, or the judge ruled that the Commission of Corrections was not acting in breach of the Corrections Act. She says that the appeal is not finished until the Court of Appeal decided on the issue of whether or not there should be a retrial. So the issue at hand was the habeas corpus application, which was filed by attorneys for Kartel, Sean Storm Campbell, Andre St. John, which was heard before Justice Thomas yesterday.
Okay, fans now understand that an habeas corpus is not bail, it was for his release. But the Supreme Court did not grant him bail, nor the Court of Appeal, so he's going to remain behind bars until he may have a retrial, or they will also decide if he should be released. So within a month or two, I think it's a month or two, I'm not sure, I'm not going to tell any lie, we will hear the result of what's going to be taking place towards his case and his other two co-assists. Alright, so tune in and we will get to that when the time is right.